So Lex, can you tell us a little bit about your role and how you first got involved in crypto?
So I focus on cryptoeconomics for the company, and that means taking seriously things like token engineering, so design token systems, treasury management, so thinking about what's going on to the markets, what's going on to the macro markets, to the crypto markets, and then DAO and Web3 engagement. So we participate in the governance of different protocols. We participate in MakerDAO, Uniswap, and so building out those functions. Very sort of futuristic type of activity. I got into Web3 with a lot of interest around the birth of Ethereum and the ICO era. I was at a company covering financial services at the time, and so I just thought it was amazing that this computational platform was there to create an economic system that looks like the iPhone App Store. You know, that you can have all these applications, but that are running on open source, trustless software. And so when I had the chance, I joined ConsenSys in 2019, and sort of a lot of interesting roles there, from digital assets to marketing and now to cryptoeconomics.
And tell us a little bit about what ConsenSys does.
Yeah, ConsenSys also has gone through a lot of change, all for the better, of course. And so the company started out as a venture studio. It's founded by Joe Lubin, who's a founder of Ethereum. But now we're really focused on a couple of products. The first one is MetaMask. If you've ever used Web3, you probably use MetaMask as your wallet to connect to different applications. And then we also help builders make things on Web3. So whether that's the API platform in Fura, or whether that's actually creating protocols, we have a ZK VM protocol that's out. It's trying to get people to build on Web3 and then to use it and be able to get something out of the whole experience.
And what sort of solutions do you feel the Web3 economy needs right now?
Hard question.
Right.
I think first of all, we need a Web3 economy. Like, that's number one, is we need to move out of the trading era and into an economic GDP generating era. I think that two things can unlock that. The first is much better tooling around DAOs. So for DAOs to be small businesses and for them to have their financial stack where they can pay people and they can charge people and they can bank and all of this. So we need that sector to really succeed. And then number two, that we're seeing a lot of progress on protocols. So protocols are getting faster, more performant, more transactions per second with layer 2s. Privacy is around the corner as well with zero-knowledge proofs. So I think the infrastructure for Web3 will be able to support the type of economy that it needs.
And from your point of view, what sort of impact have the recent market conditions had on things like innovation and growth?
Yeah, I mean, the market's been exponentially terrible. It's been terrible within crypto, and for structural reasons, the custodial institutions like FTX have damaged a lot of trust, but it's not just FTX. The macro markets, just the regular economy, has been very difficult as well. And so the rising interest rates, inflation, all these things, people are spending a lot less because they're in a worse financial situation, so that just cascades. However, just because for example, when we had the internet crash, that didn't mean you didn't have any more internet, right? It just meant that there were years where people were building companies in the fog. And I think that's where we are, that the people who see the future and who are committed and are interested in what you can build are here. And then the people who are much more opportunistic are likely getting washed out of the industry.
Exciting times ahead, I think.
I hope so.
Lex, thanks so much for chatting with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.